Hi, I'm Nina and welcome to my series of Incredible Women. I'm sitting here in Indonesia. I have the honor to speak to Cinderella from Indonesia, a woman I met in Singapore some month ago. She invited me over to Indonesia and we have been hanging around some days and I really want to present her. So Lucy, I'm so happy to meet you and also to be able to present some of your work for my audience. Can you tell me a little about what you are doing?
Oh,
and you
thank you, Nina. I think you already know about our center. You already visit, but our foundation name is a Cinderella from Indonesia Center. So I built this center in 2012. So our main at the time is we help for a single parents, but we don't give the money, but we try to build a training center so we can teach a knowledge and especially for the entrepreneurship, so the single parent can start a small business so they can survive. This is we made a batik girl. Batik girl is like you know Barbie, right?
Yeah.
So we making a dress in Indonesia clothes. We call it batik in prison. So we empower women prisoners, and then we train them to make a dress of the Barbie dolls, and we help to sell the dolls, and the profit will be goes to the charity. So until now, we already taking care like more than 500 women prisoners in Indonesia, and also 100 mother of 3 children and 100 street children that you already saw. And then we also treat the 50 women with HIV. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. But I like you to tell the story why you have dolls.
Oh, okay. Sorry, because
it's a very interesting story. Why she wanted to start the doll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at the time, I trained the women prisoners to make ice cream and cookies, and it is running well. And I'm thinking to start a bigger business, and then what kind of business that I can spread the mission also they can easily to make, and then get a good income. So I remember when I was in US in 2011, I'm selected to join IVLP program. It is International Visitor Leadership Program that's supported by US Department of State. So they called me a doll from Indonesia. That's because that I have a long black hair, and then they see me that I'm a beautiful woman. So that's why all people in US at that time always say that I look like a doll. And then because I'm from Indonesia, so everybody called me doll from Indonesia. So why it is like an idea why I'm not produce doll from Indonesia. And I remember that the Barbie is a worldwide famous. So I think it is a good if I made a Barbie doll, but it is using a dress from Indonesia. And then I'm not competitive with the Barbie, but it is like I just want to like people know it is more easy for me, that it is just for a charity. Yeah.
And also, because I know that the people is listening here, you have also some program that people can buy a doll and you will give that doll to some special children. Can you tell about that?
Okay, so actually why we are making campaign, because honestly it is hard for me to sell the dolls in Indonesia, because what we call it a stigma, because the dolls produced in prison. So people in Indonesia think that we buy our doll, batik girl doll. It means support the crime, but actually in prison in Indonesia it's 80% not because of crime, but they go to jail because of the drugs. So they are still young and then get long sentences. That's why I made the batik girl program. Actually it is for therapy for the drug user. So and then because we already produce a lot of dolls at that time. Can you imagine? I have 1,000 dolls and I cannot sell in Indonesia. It is not accepted. But the idea when my friend come from Singapore and he saw what I'm doing, that we saw the production, we saw how the woman prisoners doing a good job and saw the products, and then why people cannot accept it. I can help you. So I try to sell in Singapore. So I'm not asking money. When my friends come, they just, okay, I buy your doll, okay, that, and it is like mouth to mouth, yeah. And then we create campaign, one friend, one doll, so it is more easily. So people can help me. I'm not asking $1 million, $100. Just help our program by buying one batik girl.
Yeah.
So and it is like, okay, if Singapore is easy because it is near from Batam, and also Malaysia and also Brunei, it is near, and Australia. But how about my friends in US, where's the idea come from? They also want to contribute, but when I have to deliver to US, it is not worth it. So I create campaign, one friend, one doll, so people can donate donate or buy one doll, and then the dolls will be goes to the kids in Indonesia, especially for cancer kids, HIV kids, thalassemia kids, and also orphanages, because I know how they feel, that they really want the dolls as friends, because they do like a long treatment for cancer kids. It is hard, they alone and no friends, and they really want to get the batik girl. I mean Barbie, because every kids in Indonesia, so many kids admire the Barbie, but it is very, very expensive. So I think it is another a Barbie batik girl, and just for the kids, like cancer kids, HIV kids, thalassemia, it is like make it motivate and give a courage for the kids. Yeah.
So on this website you have a place where you actually can buy a doll, and since we are here in Indonesia, the shipping to especially the Western country is very expensive. So if you buy one doll, Louise will give one doll to the prison, and she will actually also send you a photo, so maybe you can give to your children or your grandchildren, and they will have a photo and see that it actually is a child on the other side of this planet that will have a doll as a gift, and that is pretty nice something. But one more thing I'd like to hear from you, because when I'm hearing about Cinderella is saved by a prince. You are a so strong woman. Do you really need a prince to save you? I mean, what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, that's so many questions that already asked to me why I choose the brand Cinderella from Indonesia. Yeah, you know that everybody knows about the Cinderella story all over the world. That it is like you working hard, and then someday you meet the prince. That's the story everybody knows. But I made my own Cinderella story, so I want to inspire, especially for the young girl or a young woman, that actually we don't need a brains for rescue our life. Even I have a bad like a bad time during my marriage, and now I'm a single parent, but still I very proud to say that I'm a Cinderella from Indonesia, because for me it's Cinderella from Indonesia. It must be you have a good heart, and then willing to work hard, think smart, but also you can look amazing without you don't have a brains.
Thank you so much. So on my blog, I will follow up and write a little about Lucia's work. And of course, she's name is Lucia, and I'm Norwegian. And in Sweden and Norway, we are celebrating Lucia. So it's a nice. You really belong in Scandinavia.
Thank you so much, Nina. And
yeah.
and also I want to I'm not asking a big money to for your like your friends or people who knows about our program. Just donate for $1. It is a very big support for our foundation.
Yeah. And I think that's so beauty, because we don't have to think like, oh my God, I have to do so big things to make a difference. Actually, I think I love the idea of buying a doll, and if you have a child or a grandchild and you can see that this doll actually goes to a little child, maybe a child that have HIV or in cancer treatment, that is not as fortunate as people in the Western world, and they can have some joy. So it's really like giving by and giving. So I love that.
So we choose like a program like selling by giving. So I'm selling something, but you don't have the product, but the product will be goes to the one who need the product.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. So thank you very much.
Welcome.
And I will write about her. I hope I'm continuing coming here to Indonesia. And of course, I was with her in prison, and I did yoga for the women there, and it was a very, very beautiful experience. And that is, I think, how to empower people, because that's what we are looking at. We are not looking at quick fix and just give away some money and support drug users or whatever. It's supporting people to find their own strength so they can survive and actually have a happy life. That's the best thing. I mean, the most happy moments in my life is that when I'm giving. So when I was there on the stage with 57 prisoners doing a yoga session with them, it really touched my heart. I was almost crying because I was humble. We are all human, and we are sharing this little planet together. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, welcome to Indonesia.
Thanks. If you like to support Lucia's work in prison in Indonesia and give a doll to a child in need, look at this, the text that is attached. There is a link to a PayPal button. If you pay in $15, you will have a photo sent from Lucia to you, where you can see the child she's giving this doll to. And thank you for seeing through the whole video, and thank you for being of support for us.